The Morning Dish.
At the beginning of a new week, people see things differently, like why they're locked into their monster insurance carrier and paying higher premiums than their next-door neighbor. If that's you, you need to speak with More Insurance Services, an independent agency in Hayesville, Blairsville, and Hiawassee.
All righty, we're back with you. I think Packy's finally got us up live and running on the Stephen Phillips and Morning Dish on YouTube. Of course, we're all over the, you can get an app. Download an app. Just go to WJUL Radio, and you got an app. As cool as it can be. What is it, Packy? Come on, help me, man.
Google Play Store, App Store. Go to, just type in WJUL.
97.7.
Yep.
97.7
WJUL or the News Talk 95.1 WJRB app.
Man, I went down my dad's yesterday, and we was watching the NASCAR race. Anybody watch the NASCAR race? I mean, it was like the nearest nothing. I'm sorry, they had a couple of little old skin ups and this, that, and the other. But it was just like they were just like in traffic, you know? It's just like watching people go down Interstate 85. I mean, there was no passing. Everybody just kind of in line.
Well, just go ahead and make it like the bumper cars, you know, with the padding around them and everything.
Floyd Mayweather, the boxer, actually owns a car now. I did not know this.
Oh.
And his wheel flew off because they went from 5 lugs to the one big lug like all the other, like the Indy cars and that kind of stuff's got. But he had a wheel fly plumb off. Floyd Mayweather. I mean, you got all these people getting into racing now that's, you know.
That hasn't been before. That haven't been.
Yeah, but I mean, I reckon the boxer, of course, I like Floyd Mayweather. Don't take me wrong, but I am more for the guy that's got the grill. What's his name?
George Foreman.
Foreman, man. That's the guy I'm with right there. I mean, if he was a NASCAR.
If you want Steven to support you, just relate whatever you're doing to food.
He is the coolest boxer in the world because he got his own grill.
He's flipping a burger, punching somebody.
But he's got into NASCAR, so I don't know. But like I said, it just seemed like it's, you know, so many. It's all the same. I mean,
see, we can't even see who's going by honking
Good morning.
Sound like the gas company. Was
Good
that
morning.
Freeman?
But yeah, pitviper.com. I have no idea that's who's sponsoring his car. But then we actually got Fox News, Fox Nation sponsoring a car now. So you got Fox Nation on there. And anyway.
Well, I suppose anybody with the money could sponsor a car.
I know it was just kind of funny. Well, you know, back when I grew up, it was a Winston 500. It was like Winston cigarettes and, you know, beer and all that. But now we've got like boxers. And
there's still, and there's the Bush. Doesn't Bush still sponsor cars?
Yeah, I don't even know who won.
Packy should know about that. That's his beer.
They still have a Bush car,
Yeah.
I just, I'm going to tell you, and y'all, some of y'all can argue this if you want to or not, but back in the 70s and the 80s when they were running them old cars, you know, like they had, and especially back in the 60s, I don't think you could take these drivers that's today and put them in the cars that they had in the day back.
That was stock car.
Honestly, I don't think they could hold up. I don't think if you put them in there, what they've got, what they had back then, because they were, I mean, and they're running, Bill Elliott turned over 200 mile an hour in that Thunderbird, and it wasn't a whole lot more than what I'm driving.
Like, they might not even have heated seats in those.
I don't think they do.
Or steering wheels.
I don't think they had power steering. I don't think they had electric windows or
like
nothing.
Bluetooth connection, you know?
I don't think they had none of that. But nowadays, it's soft, man. It's soft. I think anybody could drive, but I don't know.
It's sad. Sad. I don't even watch it anymore. It's not the same.
I watch Fox News. We had Dallas Wayne.
I'm talking about racing.
I'm bragging on the show a little bit here. We had Dallas Wayne on the other day, and then now he was on Fox News, and it's all over Fox News, and nobody even mentioned our interview with Dallas Wayne. What's the deal with that? If it wasn't for us, he wouldn't be there. Would you think? I mean, honestly,
We made him.
That's what I'm saying. We made him. What? Nobody even knew.
Owes it all to you.
It was me, us. It was me and Packy and you. I think you were here that day.
Here.
You were there that day. Yeah, you were there.
Was I here?
Yeah, you were there that day.
You seem to remember a lot of things suddenly. You can't remember what I told you last week, but you can remember what I said a year ago.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think you were here then. But anyway, yeah, he was on Fox News. So anyway.
Oh, yeah, I remember talking to him. I do remember him.
Yeah. So anyway, we made it. So if you'd like to have your career made, you know, used to when people come on the morning dish, it ended them.
No, that's just politicians.
Just politicians.
If you're running for political office, do not come on this show.
Yeah, we'll. I make a lot of money during the political time because people actually pay me not to endorse them.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
That's like a mayor.
Hey, you know there's a Bigfoot festival coming up?
Oh, are you kidding?
No.
Where at?
It's in Marion, North Carolina.
What?
Yeah.
Marion?
I think that's over around Henderson County.
Gotta be down here at Blue Ridge and LJ. That's
No,
where the museum's at.
They have a big festival. I mean, it's a huge festival that they do every year. That'll be.
Where's Marion, North Carolina?
I think it's in Henderson County, isn't it? Hendersonville.
You have to give me something bigger. Where's that from Asheville?
It's east of Asheville, about an hour-ish.
Go up there and look at all them blurry photos.
They have real Bigfoots that come out for this.
Do they really?
This is a party for them.
I need to be at that. That'd be cool.
Maybe you could play. They have live music.
I could probably play him, Miriam.
Yeah.
I need to send him my app. My app.
Do you know what an app actually is? What's
That's that little. That's
What's
that
it
little,
short for?
I have no idea. I really don't know, but it's a little
Application.
application.
Yes, that's what app is short for. Application.
I didn't know that. How many people out there knew that? Raise your hand. Nobody raised their hand. You're the only one in here that raised your hand.
I know.
Yeah, you're so smart. Jeez. I'd like to go to that. That'd be pretty cool.
Hey, we
Sherry's out there showing off her knowledge. It's like, hey, I got this cool app on my. You mean application?
See, you don't really miss giving me a hard time, don't
I
don't
didn't
you?
do that.
Yeah.
Packy gives you
Buzz
the heart.
Killington. That's her name.
Hey, I kind of like that. That's a great band name.
Sheesh. I reckon Nicole Kidman's in trouble. She is degrading outfit on Vanity Fair. She's dressed up like a schoolgirl on Vanity Fair.
Okay. Who cares?
I'm
Does
like
anybody
you.
care?
Does anybody care? I'm with
I
you.
could care less.
Who even reads magazines or newspapers anymore? Does anybody read newspapers anymore?
I do.
Sherry raised her hand. Of course, you know what application means. I mean, everything's on the.
But those magazines like Vanity Fair I have no interest in that kind of stuff. What was it? The one that was so popular for a long time, Cosmopolitan.
I don't know, but
I never. Yeah.
I got
yeah.
my AARP card the other day. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Reckon I can be like.
You need it with that car. You need more than
Let me
AARP.
tell you something. That's
You
the
need it.
bandwagon, and everybody loves the bandwagon.
Yeah. Everybody loves it.
Yeah.
Parked in the middle of the parking lot.
Yeah.
Had to barely get around it over there.
It's ambiance for the show. Put it on there, Packy, where everybody can see it. There.
Ambiance.
What?
Ambiance.
Am I
I
saying
think is
that
the
wrong?
word.
Looky there, folks. There's the bandwagon.
Yeah. There you go.
There she sits, buddy, just a
Look,
gleaming
is that
in the
something
sun.
running out from underneath it again?
Yeah.
We need like angel sounds whenever we go to that scene.
Oh.
I don't. Nicole Kidman, man, and then, you know she married that other dude up
She's
there.
married to Keith Urban, isn't she still?
Yeah, they both are.
She was
Aussies. Am I saying that right?
Australians. Yeah.
Aussies.
Yeah.
Aussies. She's got a short skirt, knee-high socks, and shoes that resemble schoolgirl outfit, and everybody's upset about it. She's 54 years old. I don't
Yeah,
know.
she can pull it off. Let her go. Who
No,
cares?
God, please don't let her pull it off at 54 years old.
That's
Leave it
not-
alone. What? I'm just
Not
saying.
everybody has the same body at 54 as
Hey,
you do, Stephen.
we got a Florida woman that allegedly, I like that, allegedly stabbed her husband 140 times and fractured his skull with a meat cleaver. Do you think she was mad about something?
So what do you do?
I have no idea. I don't think nobody
You're just
else
reading the headline again.
Well, I mean, it said it actually. I
pretty
went through it to see what
bad.
happens, but this is in Palm
That's pretty
Springs.
bad.
So she was. I
Palm
think she was a
Springs.
little bit. I think she was a little upset.
I bet he don't say that again.
I'm like this, and they allegedly she did this.
As she's standing there with a dripping cleaver.
Yeah, I'm taking his no more. But anyway, hey, here's something that's pretty interesting for all you folks out here listening. Homicide rapes in Atlanta soar. It's soar.
Homicides and rapes, right? You're not
Homicides
saying as
with the
one-
little thing,
Comma.
there,
A comma,
rapes
yeah.
in Atlanta soar despite the decreasing violent crime. So
Despite other, let me read the headline for you. Homicides, rapes in Atlanta soar despite other decreasing violent crime. Feels like Groundhog Day.
I was getting to that.
You missed like 4 words in the sentence.
I just leave out the ones that don't matter.
Application.
I'm gonna chunk some of you, Peggy. Go ahead and put your face on the
This
screen.
is
there.
a 30-year record high. According to this is in Atlanta, folks. You hear all this stuff in like Chicago and that kind of thing. You think, well, that's way up there in Chicago, but now Atlanta's a dangerous place, and I don't know. I don't go to Atlanta unless I just have to. Do you?
No. I had to go to the airport recently, and it was terrible.
Yeah, I mean,
terrible.
I don't want to go, but anyway, that's.
Plus, they delayed his flight, so we were stuck in Atlanta for a few hours.
You
because-
think they do that on purpose? They're like, they're from up north Georgia. Let's delay their flight and put these folks from Boston up front because they're sophisticated. But they don't know that you know what out means.
application means?
If they knew that, that's what you should have
They'd
read.
have pushed
I
us
know
to the
what
front of the
application.
line.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just.
Let me remind you, I'm here today as a favor to you.
I appreciate you. I'm so sorry. I take it back. I take it all back.
Oh.
I think a lot of this goes to, though, and, we was talking about that the other day. I don't know if he's on the show or not, but it goes back to the judges and that's lenient on all the crimes that's going on. They just turn them loose.
Unless it's the marijuana.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then they throw them in jail for years and years and years. Whatever happened to judges back in the West? They call them hanging judges. That's the one we need.
Judge Roy Bean
We need some Bean.
on the Pecos River.
Roy Bean. I thought he was a liquor guy. I didn't realize that he
That's
was.
Beam with an
what
M.
you just said.
No, Judge Roy Bean was a famous hanging judge who
Hanging
lived
judge.
on the Pecos River in Texas.
We need the hanging judge. That's what back then, man. When they found you guilty, they took you out and just hung you right there
Yeah,
and there.
it was over.
Yeah, and everybody showed up with like ice cream and cakes and grilled cheese sandwiches and washed.
I love a good hanging after Sunday service.
I'm
They
with
would-
you,
They
man.
would bring their whole picnic. They'd come and camp for days waiting on the hanging.
and
That's
watching that.
terrible.
Yeah.
I'm trying to enjoy the hanging with my family. Will you please stop talking?
They ask you, "We got any last words?"
Pass the popcorn.
I'd be like, 407 years ago. Would you not? I'd hold that.
It was the best of
So
times.
your last words, if you're up there about to be hung, and you see a big old picnic going on with all this fried chicken, I don't believe that's going to be your last words.
I'd
Can
think
I
that's
have a
something.
drumstick?
I don't know. Now, they say that if they hang Baptist preacher, they don't ask them for their last words because they just go on and on and on and on and on.
In the beginning, God created.
Ricky, you could do that, make it last as long as you could.
You be careful. Our guests just stepped into the other room, and if they hear what's going on in here,
They
they
might
may
not
just
come
they
in,
may
I
just
know.
leave.
They're-
They just leave.
Now we'll have to straighten up in here because they actually went to college. I don't know.
Yeah.
None of us ever went.
They're
to
actually
college.
from the college. We're going to be talking to Lauren Hernandez and Mark Dotson from Young Harris College about the big dance here in a few minutes.
The dance.
dance.
Well, anyway,
Woo!
let's go ahead and get to break and drag him on in here and see what we can do about ruining their career.
You can't blame Stephen Phillips for your business insurance going up 25% this year, but you can still do something about it. Business owners, you need to talk business with More Insurance Services, your mountain insurance agency in Hayesville, Blairsville, and Hiawassee.
All righty, folks, we're back with you, the Morning Dish. We feel a little bit inferior here because I got all these educated people in here with us, but I would just like to let y'all know that I am an honorary member of Sam's Club, so,
Woo-hoo!
okay.
He's still upset because he didn't know what app meant.
Do y'all
like
know
the
what app
on your
means?
No.
App?
App?
like an app on your phone.
I do.
Oh, like an app. Yeah,
Yeah.
on the phone.
But
Yeah,
what's
what-
app short for?
Oh, that's a
That's
very
good.
good
Application.
question.
Application.
Application, yeah.
Okay.
See, there
See?
you
I
go.
wouldn't
thought
I'm
about
with
that.
you. I'm with the girl. She didn't know.
Gosh,
Are you a member of
Stephen.
Sam's Club?
I am not.
See, I'm a member of Sam's Club, so, well, anyway.
Woohoo!
Yep.
So who are we talking to here, Stephen?
Hey, we got Mark Dotson, and I cannot remember the
Lauren Hernandez.
Lauren
Lauren
Hernandez.
Hernandez.
Lauren Hernandez, and we have got the big dance coming up. The big dance through the decade. So I have. I'm not a very good dancer, but I like to go watch all these
Oh,
folks
but
that
they're
think
going to
they
be
can.
doing the music. The music's going to be 70s, 80s, and 90s.
That's correct,
Kind of a
yep.
tribute to that era, those
DJs,
eras, you
yep.
know.
We'll
So
have
you
a
want people
DJ.
to dress. I'll let you guys tell them about it, Lauren.
Yeah, shut up and let them talk.
Yeah, I'll let Lauren handles our local scholarship campaign, and all the proceeds to the big dance go to the local scholarship campaign, which is for our local students in this area. So I'll let Lauren Hernandez talk about that.
Thanks. So, yes, we're going to have the big dance on Saturday, March the 5th. The proceeds go towards our Bob and Carol Head local scholarship campaign, which benefits our local students from different counties, from Union, Towns, Rabun, Fannin, Gilmer, and then also Cherokee and Clay
right.
County in North Carolina. And this is our main fundraiser for our local scholarship campaign. This year, the theme is Through the Decades,
Right.
like Sherry said. So we will have DJ Mike Jones there to play music from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. You get to dress up.
That's right. We want you to
Yes.
dance, period, correct. And you can
Yes.
pick whatever.
Any decade you
So I
want to.
understand that Mark's going to be wearing like a afro and
I am.
platform shoes.
That's
and
correct.
Hey,
I cannot wait to see.
I actually went to school with Mark, and he had the thing down the back. What's it called? The
Mullet.
mullet. He had the mullet. Man, he rocked a mullet. I'll never forget about that. And he had.
I saw some pictures of you, and it kind of looked like you had
I
a
had a mullet too. We
like
all
a
had
permed
mullet.
mullet.
Yeah, it
you
was
looked,
permed.
You looked a lot like
I
Zach
had a perm at one
Galifianakis.
point too. That
Yeah.
was kind of scary.
Now's your time to show it off.
That's right.
I'm going to do the 80s.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, you do the leg warmers. And
Oh,
the whole,
yeah. You
the
know
big
it.
hair.
Big,
the big
hair. All of it.
The little thing on the top, the little bouffant thing. Everybody had the little. Now, was you raised in the 80s?
I was born in the 80s.
No, you and I are the 80s.
We're old. I'm 80s too.
That's what I'm sitting there thinking. It's how long ago? I mean, it kind of breaks your heart when you think the 80s was 30 years
It
ago.
was a long time
Yeah.
ago. Long time ago.
God, we
But
were the
think about-
coolest, man.
Think
we were,
about all that good music.
Yeah.
Um,
Hair
so-
bands, metal.
Oh, yeah.
Can't touch this.
That's right. I've been picking out all the music for it. It's
That's
gonna
who
be
you
super
should. You
fun.
should wear. What were the pants that MC Hammer
Parachute
wore?
pants.
Parachute
Yeah.
pants.
I bet you
Yes.
had a pair of those.
We all had a
Oh,
pair
yeah, I
of
had a
them.
pair of
No.
those.
Yeah, we
Yes,
did. I'm
I
not
did
kidding.
too.
No, not everybody had a pair of those.
Just the cool people like me and Mark.
That's right.
Pretty
Rock
soon
it
you're all
every
going to be
day.
on walkers and hey, you remember the Roger Rabbit?
I'm gonna be wearing my parachute pants, man. I'm just telling you right now.
Hey, but not only can you go to this, I mean, you can buy tickets. There's and show talk about that,
Yes.
but they're also still doing sponsorships. Like we sponsored the chamber sponsored a table.
That's
Yes.
right.
So and you're going to get 6 people at the table. You got access to the VIP room with just that $1,000
Exactly.
sponsorship. Or if you just want to get a table, it's like what $200.
$200
for
for a
6
table.
people. That's a
Mhm.
great deal.
Yeah, $200 for 6 people at a table. There's also individual tickets for $50 a piece. And we weren't able to have this last year because
Exactly.
of COVID. So
Right.
we're hoping for this to be, a big event and raise a good amount of money for our local students.
And that's over there in the big
it's
room.
going to
you-
be in Super Banquet
Yep,
Hall.
Yes, and that's a
on-
beautiful room.
It
Okay,
is
now I
in
wanna
Rollins
know
Campus Center.
The VIP room? I don't ever get to go to that. What is the VIP room?
Like Sherry said, so if you become a sponsor,
I get to go.
If you become you have to be at least $1,000 sponsor.
Right.
We will have a special VIP room next to our super banquet hall where we will have food and drinks, and you just feel
Just get the
very
radio
special.
station to sponsor a table, and y'all can all
Exactly.
come.
I can't even hardly get him to pay the power bill.
It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, I'm gonna
It
tell
should be a
y'all,
lot of
folks.
fun.
2 years ago they had this, and I actually was gonna go. I sponsored all this stuff, and they do check your credit and your checks when you write a check. They do cash them before you get there, so you need to make sure the funds are available.
That was just for you,
Yes.
Stephen.
Well, that was a
We-
big-
Everybody else is good.
I was having a good time right before I got to the door, and they said, "Mr. Phillips, your check bounced," and I said, "Oh, okay."
It's going to be super fun. You get to bring your own food and drinks, so you can coordinate with your table about bringing food and drinks. There's a table decorating contest.
Yes, that's
Yes.
the other thing.
Yes.
Talk about that.
So
do
there's
that.
a table decorating contest, and you can get as crazy as you want. You could also, just
Now,
advertise
wait.
your business.
Benny Sanitation, think of what that could end up looking like.
I'm thinking about Packy and his table. Are you kidding? I mean, we're talking about the guy here with bed sheets.
The
on
Bush
his-
Light pyramid of
on his
cans.
collar, too.
It's a stained bed sheet on there, too. That's the
for the
worst
sun cover. So
Oh, no, you've had some pretty interesting table decorations in the past.
We
I've
have,
seen
yeah.
that,
We've had a lot of people get really into it. They really enjoy it. The doors open at 6 p.m., so people can come and start decorating their table, and then the DJ starts at 7. And yeah, it's a great event.
It's a lot of fun.
And we need
got
to
some
let people
tables
know
left.
too that there's not a tremendous amount of room left. So if
No.
you're interested in
right.
getting a ticket, you need to go ahead and do that. Tell them the
That's
easiest
correct.
way they can grab some tickets today are sponsorships.
It's true. Sponsoring is the best way to get a table. If you don't want to sponsor, we would still love for you to buy a table. We've got about 10 tables left. 10 to 12 tables
Which is not a
left.
lot because we
No.
still have 2 weeks to go before this
right.
event.
That's right. That's right. So contact me.
there you
If
go.
you want to get a table,
So how do they do that?
you can email me. You can call me. You can
And
talk to
that
me
would
right
be
now.
that would be 706-379-5334 or email Lauren Hernandez, Director of Development at
L.O.
can't read that.
Hernandez. L.O. Hernandez at yhc.edu.
There you go. And if you missed anything, and you can always call the station. Packy loves it
Yeah, we've got.
when you call after
Call
the
in.
show.
We'll get you hooked up to the right place.
Yeah, because we
Just
got
call
all the information here. There ain't no doubt about it. Now, y'all going to have like a dance off because Packy has watched like Saturday Night Fever
Oh, let
like
me tell you.
25 times. So,
Mark over
does.
here, he says he doesn't dance, but
don't.
no, he does because at the last one he got down. I saw him doing some moves. And this year,
So that
you
alone
don't
is worth
understand.
the
That
ticket
wasn't
price.
dancing. Somebody dropped a $20 bill and he was down there trying to get it.
True.
I'm gonna,
That's true. That was true. I was having a
Yeah.
moment there.
He was grabbing that 20, man. It kept bouncing around.
And you were in the floor too, though.
Well, I was laughing at him.
this year year I'm gonna be getting down because 2 years ago I had a boot on my foot.
That's right.
I had broken my ankle 1 week beforehand, and I am
That's
a dancer.
right.
So
Yeah, she is a dancer.
But I mean, if you know the music from your era, like the
Exactly.
'80s, wherever you grew up, whatever era you grew up in, that music just kind of hits you. You know,
If
you
there's
hear
not
it.
if there's not someone telling Steven what the moves are, like, all right, no, she no, and all that guy, he didn't have any idea what to do.
Yeah, I'm with you, man.
Just
I
gets
gotta have
lost.
swing your partner, do-si-do.
Yeah, they say
We'll
get
have
down,
some
he
of
just
those
lays
too.
on the floor.
Yeah. And the last one I was at, the guy that was doing the calling was so drunk we didn't know what he was saying.
Yeah, sorry about that, man.
It was very. Anyway, we made it through, and I think a couple of us had boots on our feet after that night. So.
you may have. It's
So
true.
you're saying that you're a dancer? That's the thing about it. You actually are a dancer.
I am. Yes, I grew up dancing. That's what I've done my whole life. I'm actually adjunct at the college as well. I teach dance for the theater department at the college. So
And I'm going to tell you what, she has got an amazing group of kids. We've
Right.
actually, by the way, we
Yes.
haven't forgot the video. She's working on that right now. We're
That's
hoping
fine.
to have a little clip or two for you, maybe before
Awesome.
the big dance.
So
Yeah,
now
that'd
do
be
you do
great.
like all types of dancing, or
yes and no. I mean, I grew up in doing ballet, but
Right.
then I've also done jazz and modern and all different kinds of forms of dance. And Sherry came to my class. She got to see
was
me
so
in
much
action.
fun. And she, like I said, she's got an amazing group of young people
Yes.
over there. The talent is just unbelievable.
That's what's great about Young Harris is you don't realize, how talented the students are. We have a really good group of students, and just up here. in
well,
our-
some of them are actually moving on to.
Oh,
when
yeah.
I was there, they were close to graduation for
Yep.
some of them, and they actually already had opportunities
They
lined
do.
up for some really big things.
We
come
have
up.
we have a student right now who he's actually going to be in Little Women next week. Little Women opens next week, and he already got an opportunity back in December. He actually left early to go do something on a cruise ship, and then came back to finish out
Right.
the remainder of his year. And so we've got lots of students that are very, very talented.
And
over
I'm
there.
glad you mentioned, I know we're here to talk about the big dance, but I'm also glad you mentioned Little Women. We've got the update. There is just a tremendous lineup with the Performing Arts Center over at Young Harris College. If you're not familiar with what's going on over there, I mean, you can see such tremendous professionally.
It's
yeah,
Stage
unbelievable.
shows,
It's
yes.
unbelievable. I remember when I first came and saw a show here, I was blown away.
Yep.
Completely blown
Yep.
away. So.
well, I'm with you on that because I went over there to a couple of the shows that they've had and the plays and the music and all the stuff that goes on. And I don't think people realize what it's going on over there. It's really sad because y'all want the community involved in a lot of that.
We do.
And,
And another thing to think about is that our students, 95% of our students are on scholarship.
Yep.
And so, like this event specifically, Big Dance, this helps with specifically our local students, but, that's what we fundraise for is for our, scholarships. So that's
That's really good.
Well,
And this is a
we've-
good thing for that, y'all. No kidding. And there's a lot of folks out there want to get out there and shake your money maker.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's a fun night in the mountains. You don't get to have that too often.
Well, this is a good opportunity too for if you've got a kid that's about to get out of high school. Maybe you want to look at what goes on at this college.
That's
This
true.
would be one opportunity to come over there and meet faculty and
Yep.
other students. And
Now, where's this going to be at?
It's going to be in Suber Banquet Hall in the Rollins Campus Center. So it's
Okay.
on campus in our nice, pretty banquet hall.
now it's maybe just me, but if you're coming to this, where's the best place to park?
in the parking lot, for God's sake.
Shut
It's
up,
out there with the
Stephen.
little lines in
Stephen.
it. I mean,
Well, the
Come
good thing
on.
about it is our students have spring break. That starts,
Ah.
I guess, Saturday.
that Saturday, yes.
So they'll be gone, so that'll help with parking. But we'll have places out in front where the guest parking is right now, and then along Maxwell where the planetarium
Planetarium.
is, and behind the planetarium.
I'm just
there's
saying,
plenty of
I got
parking.
lost the last time.
Yeah, you
but-
can.
We'll
we should have
also-
somebody there.
yeah, we'll
directing
have
you.
someone directing
One of our
as well.
Police officers will be there.
when I know they did the Little Shop of Horrors and they actually got some community involvement in that, I actually got to be part of that.
Did you really?
I really did. I got
He
to be-
died.
They always kill me on everything I get involved in. But I was just sitting there thinking, if you do that with your dance class, I'd like to be interested. 'Cause back when I was in school, I was a cheerleader, and actually I was the thrower. I was the guy they throw up in the
Really?
air. No.
Oh, I was going to say, what?
Is there any position in your dance class where someone could die? Because he's really,
yeah, I
really
don't know
good
if
at.
that's allowed.
You wouldn't believe it, man. People came from like miles around to watch him die. When he died, the whole place was like, yeah.
I didn't know that was you.
Yeah,
I
it was
saw
my-
that show.
Yeah, do over. We got to get to break. Y'all got to stay here because one of the things that you have to do is you have to be a contestant on Packy's Joke.
Joke
Joke
of the
of the
day.
day.
Oh, joke of the
Okay.
day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
I like
anyway.
that.
Sherry, take us away.
We want
The Morning Dish.
Unlike the telephone company, you've got choices in the mountains for auto insurance. And when you deal with an independent agent, you've got even more. And choices mean savings. Speak with a local neighbor at More Insurance Services.
Whatever gets you through the night.
All righty, we're back with you. We're trying to talk them into staying around for the joke of the day.
We've had to throw him back in the chair like
we're
3
leaving.
times.
We locked the door. You're not leaving. You're not leaving. But anyway, this is honestly, we didn't do this one day. And we had like 15 calls, and everybody's like, "Where's Packy's joke of the day?"
Oh, I don't.
You don't have
believe that.
headphones, so you can't hear the.
I don't.
You can't hear the cool music playing right
Here.
It's Packy's joke of the day.
now. Wait a minute. She has to get the. She have to get the full effect.
Okay,
of
we
it.
got to start over.
Golly, man.
It's Packy's joke of the day.
Welcome to the show today. We're so glad to have you. That's where you.
You're supposed to say, "Oh, it's so glad to be here."
Oh, thank
So
you
glad
so
to be
much
here. It's
for
a game
being
show.
here.
It's a game show. Okay. Man, I got too much going on here, Steven.
We'll turn the music down.
Okay, we got you now. Okay. Welcome to the show today.
Thanks so much for having us.
So glad to have you. We have 3 doors for you to choose from.
You got
And
to turn the radio down.
I'm
There you
trying
go.
here,
Thank
man.
you,
Turning the
man.
wrong
He's
knob now. You have 3
multitasking.
categories to choose from. You have tennis players, you have Jamaicans, and you have can crushing.
You have to
What
put
it'll be?
door number 1, door number 2, or
get to
door number
choose.
3.
Door number 1, 2, or 3.
I'm gonna go with number 2.
Number 2,
Jamaicans.
Yeah.
Jamaicans. What do you ask a Rastafarian chef?
I'd ask
What
him.
Jamaican?
Oh,
Oh, that was
I love it.
It's not the same without the music, Steven.
I don't even hear the
What
music.
Jamaican?
What is a Rastafarian?
Today was a flop, man.
and yesterday
Maybe I
was a
should have
flop.
picked
Yeah,
another
pick
category.
another one.
Let's
Do
do
another
another
one.
category.
Another-
Tennis.
Look, y'all,
Tennis.
they don't get any better.
Yeah,
It
it's
doesn't.
not. It's not going to get better.
That's terrible.
Oh, here we go.
It's Packy's joke of the day.
Number 2.
Tennis players. Why did the tennis player get a divorce?
You're thinking too hard.
Love
Yeah.
means nothing to him.
Yeah. So that was so much better
Oh boy, yeah,
than
rock
the
and
other
roll
because
on
of the
that.
music. The music.
You would have door number 2, Sherry?
No, I'm.
Just
I'm,
keep talking.
I'm good.
What you
I'm-
making?
I'm really
I don't
good.
even want one of them
Rastafarian.
Rastafarian. What? That's what is
Rasta
that?
or Rasta?
Rasta.
Rasta. Yeah.
Rastafarian.
Okay, what is a Rastafarian?
I don't know, they smoke a lot of weed, don't they?
Oh, okay, well, I'm cool with that. So why don't they say what you smoking instead of what you making?
Because he's a chef.
Jamaican. Jamaica. Jamaican.
Jamaican? Just smoking. I don't know.
This is hopeless. This is just truly hopeless. Can
Well,
I
thank
mention?
you so much for coming to the,
This has
Joke.
been a blast.
the joke of the day.
Will you say that again for the camera there?
Please.
Today.
Can I mention the veterans event? Because you
Yes,
missed. You
yes,
missed.
yes,
well, I've had
yes.
a lot of phone calls.
What you smoking? Jamaican.
Why do I come here? Why do I do this to myself?
Okay, Sherry,
'Cause
camera's
this
on
is the
you.
Stuff that
It's your
I
part
don't.
of the show
I
now.
don't want the camera on me. We talked about this. I'm not talking to y'all anymore. I'm done.
talk to the phone.
Our fall event for the veterans, the Welcome Home, a tribute to all who serve, is coming up this year in September. We're moving it up a little bit. So just so you know, Stephen, since you're elected to MC again. And
Yes, I am.
When you don't come to a meeting, you get elected to do things.
Right.
For some reason, they want to hear you run your mouth all day. So they're
I'm
going
good
to
at
put
that.
it's going to be on September 24th. However, in the meantime, as a fundraiser for this event, because we did raise quite a bit of money last year, but I found out at this past meeting that some of the donations had to be refunded.
Oh,
Well,
Indian givers, dadgummit.
it's all right. You get a
We
chance.
want our
to,
money back.
You're going to get a chance to help us support it still. And for those of you who might have wanted a refund, you can give it back to us if you want. We are doing
Yes.
it on the 24th. However, we're going to do a raffle. So every month between now and September, we're going to be raffling off a flight
Yep.
over at Western Region, Carolina, Western, whatever it is, Western Region Carolina Airport, right?
Western
And-
Carolina, yes.
Western Carolina Regional Airport over at Andrews. We're going to be raffling off a flight. It's going to be a 1-hour flight for up to 2 people. And we're selling the raffle tickets through the Chamber of Commerce site, and we'll have that button up and running in a couple days because we can't start this until March 1st. But basically, you're going to get a 1-hour flight for up to 2 people for a $100 chance to win. So we'll sell those
Now,
raffle
folks,
tickets.
I'm going to tell y'all, if you've never been up in a little plane around this area, it's something you need to see.
it'll
'cause
be
it
beautiful.
is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And but this is a good deal. We can go through some tickets through here, through the radio. We can set you up with all
And we're
that.
going to put I think something on your YouTube channel where a link on the YouTube channel where you can go buy the tickets as well. But we will be doing the actual drawing the last Monday of every month right here on the Morning Dish.
Oh, yeah. We get y'all to come back and y'all can help draw.
Yeah,
Okay.
that'd be great.
It'll be fun. But anyway, it's a good thing. And this is for the veterans. Tell them what it is, Sherry. I can't remember the
Welcome
name.
Home, a tribute to all who served. This is an annual event that honors all veterans, living veterans. You
And
know,
all this money is for is to buy gas for the
for the planes. Oh, I
and
forgot.
we're talking about the Corsair is going to be there.
Yeah,
the
but I got
P-51
something new.
Mustang
I got
coming
something
there.
else.
What else?
We're actually going to have 6 vintage aircrafts doing an aerobatic air show, kind of
So-
dogfighting and stuff. So it's going to be a
So
big,
that's a big deal. Yeah, that's a
big deal this year. We've
And
got
I
that
think-
confirmed.
And Mark's going to come and he's going to dance for us for you got 30 minutes.
I'll be dancing at the end of the runway.
Yeah, the end of the runway.
But we're also going to have veteran stand down area. You know, we're going to have some things and free food. There'll be free food. I think we're going to be doing burgers and hot
there
dogs
for
and the
that.
drink. Yeah, it's free lunch. The whole event is free. We're just trying to offer you something. We had a lot of people that donated last year, and you know, you can throw $100 at this event and get a chance to win a free flight
Yep.
over at Western Carolina
And y'all
Regional
can
Airport.
take my plane if you'd like.
No, that's good. We're going to do Galen's. We know it'll run,
But mine runs.
and there's no tape or wire flapping off
got a
of
little bit
his.
of tape here and there in the arm.
I don't know though. I wouldn't. Do you actually fly?
Yeah.
Steven? Well, based on your parking job outside, I would
That's
not want to
his-
get in.
that's
Yes,
his?
I would not
Oh,
want
Oh
to get in.
yeah.
a fight with
Did
that.
you have a hard time getting in the parking lot?
I was a little, I didn't know
Yeah.
what to do when I first came in because I didn't
Yeah.
know if that car was just.
There's a big ugly
waiting
rear
or-
end in the middle of the parking lot.
Well,
It's like he was in a hurry. He just kind of.
it's not. That's as far as it made it before it quit. So, and there wasn't nobody out there to help me push it. So,
No joke. If you look right there where he parks, there is a stain of oil, like a huge parking lot stain. of oil.
Got to park. There
Oh,
now.
he came over to Cherokee County for our Christmas parade. God, it's been 2 or 3 years ago. I
I was in
invited
front of
him.
the marching
He had
band.
just put new lights on the top of the bandwagon. I was a judge in the parade, so I had to go down where they staged the parade prior to the parade. He was pulling in, and literally his first place he stopped was the auto parts store, and went in there and got 2 big jugs of some kind of fluid.
oil.
Oh my lord.
2 big jugs of some kind of fluid. And there was some kind of rainbow. This is not a joke at all. And so then he's in the parade,
In
and there's
front
a
of the marching
stream.
band, man. I'm not kidding.
Yes.
They were all over the place. They were trying to stand up. They
And that car is still going. You said
Yeah.
that was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just keep adding oil.
It's magical. That's why there's a rainbow stain under it.
He
all
never
the
has to
time.
change the oil because it's fresh oil every day.
That's right.
No
Yeah.
rust.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Thank you
Well-
guys for coming out. Hey, the
thanks for
big
having me.
dance. Go check them out.
Everybody come out to the
dance.
big dance.
No doubt. This is going to be a lot of fun, and y'all can contact youngharris.edu and or call us over here. We got all the information. Thank y'all so much for coming in.
Thanks for
Thank
having
y'all
us.
for having us.
And thank you for being on the joke of the day.
I
great.
enjoyed it.
Next time you're over here, you won't have to do that. All right, folks, we're out here. We'll be back bright and early in the morning. So y'all have a good day. Thank you, Sherry.
Thank you, Stephen.
All right, y'all be good.
W249 DP and WJULAM, Hiawassee.
Well, look a here.
Guess who's number 1 in the Nielsen ratings again?
Play 97.